I've never been one to believe in things like ghosts or hauntings, but something happened last week that I still can't explain. It was a regular Thursday evening, and I was at home, alone, scrolling through my phone and drinking tea. I live in a small apartment in a quiet part of town, and it's usually the kind of place that feels safe, peaceful even. At around 10 p.m., I heard a noise, just a soft thud, coming from the kitchen. I figured it was the cat knocking something over, but when I checked, nothing seemed out of place. I gave a half-hearted glance around, shrugged, and went back to what I was doing. About 20 minutes later, I heard the thud again. This time, I was on edge. My heart skipped, and I stood up, staring at the doorway leading into the kitchen. Nothing. I told myself it was probably just my imagination playing tricks on me, so I went to the kitchen, flicking on the light, but again, there was nothing there. I started to feel ridiculous, but I couldn't shake the unease crawling up my spine. I went to bed shortly after, hoping sleep would make everything feel normal again. But then, at 3 a.m., I woke up to the sound of the thud once more. My eyes shot open, and I lay still, straining to listen. This time, it wasn't just a thud. It was followed by a scraping noise, like something moving slowly across the floor. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to check. But curiosity and fear were pushing me out of bed, so I grabbed my phone, using its light to guide me through the dark. My heart pounded as I crept toward the kitchen. When I reached the doorway, I froze. There, in the center of the room, was a chair. It was pulled out from the table, facing away from me. I could hear my own shallow breaths as I stood in place, my phone trembling in my hand. The scrape came again, faint but undeniable. The chair moved. It was subtle, but enough to make my blood run cold. The legs of the chair slid across the floor as if someone was pushing it slowly, methodically. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to scream, but my throat felt tight, as though something was holding me back. I backed away, stumbling, trying to make it back to the safety of my bedroom, but before I could turn the corner, I heard a voice. It was a whisper, barely audible, but it was there. "Don't leave." I didn't wait to hear anything else. I ran to my room, locked the door, and sat in my bed, shaking uncontrollably. I didn't sleep that night, and I didn't stay in that apartment much longer. To this day, I still don't know what happened, and part of me doesn't want to know. All I can say is that when I moved out, I found a piece of paper under the floorboards with one sentence written on it. "You should never have come here." I still wonder if the person who wrote that is still here, watching.